Hello, Seasonal Vantage Insiders, Alex from MarketWise Asia. So today's date, it is the 11th of March 2024. As I'm recording this video, the time now is about 2:45 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay, so let's get through this weekly update. Okay, all right. So for this coming week, just to let you know first the calendar. Okay. So, oh, by the way, right, for this week onwards, right, there's this daylight savings, okay, started already. So, moving forward, okay, until I think it's November, okay, the US market will open at Singapore time 9:30 p.m. So, it's no longer at 10:30 p.m. So, it is 9:30 p.m. But, okay, my usual Facebook and YouTube live stream will still continue at 10:30 p.m. Okay, so tonight, Monday, as usual, I will be having my Facebook and also my YouTube live stream at 10:30 p.m. So moving forward, okay, for this coming week, right? Tonight there's no data. So from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there will be some of these economic data that's coming out. All right. So on Tuesday, CPI, okay, coming out, and then on Wednesday, not much of this 10-year bond thingy. Okay, then Thursday, there's a PPI, retail sales, unemployment claim. And then on Friday, there's this consumer sentiment and also the manufacturing index. Okay. And yeah, and also to let you guys know, right, this coming Friday, it is actually the 15th of March. It is actually the quarterly options expiry. Okay, they call it the quadruple witching or triple witching, doesn't matter lah. So let's just call it triple witching. I think nowadays they call it triple witching. Okay, so triple witching is where all the stocks, indices, and the futures options, they all expire at the same time. So this is going to be a very big options expiry calendar day. Okay, and as I mentioned previously, a lot of times, okay, but not always, a lot of times, as we approach the options expiry, okay, this coming Friday, the market tends to go higher. That is because, okay, the options dealer, the market maker, they tend to do some of the hedging, okay, and they hedge until this coming Friday. And typically, when a lot of these retail traders, a lot of traders, they long the options, okay, the market makers need to sell the call options to them. They need to hedge and all this stuff, and they need to buy the underlying stocks to hedge. Okay, that's the reason why a lot of times the market tends to go higher as we approach the options expiry, the OPEX, right? So for this coming week, right, okay, I will still try to go with the trend, okay, coupled with the options expiry. Okay, let's stick with the bullish bias, at least for this coming week. Okay, next week, okay, we will see how it goes, and we will see how this coming Friday the market closes. All right, so and let's head over to the RRG chart over here. So for this RRG, based on the daily time frame, you can see that the utilities is actually doing not too bad, improving, right? So for the past 1 or 2 weeks, I mentioned about some of the utility stocks. They are actually doing pretty well. You can see that in industrial and materials, they are still leading. Okay, and real estate also not too bad. Technology is still improving right now, it's still okay. The rest, like healthcare, XLC, XLE, they are not the best. Okay, but if you look at the 60-minute hourly time frame, right, to see what is the market moving at the end of the week, like Thursday, Friday, you can see that real estate is still doing strong. Consumer discretionary is still doing strong. Industrial, okay, utilities no, this is XL, is it XLV? Yeah, XLV. Okay, all right. So technology is still okay. All right. So utilities is kind of lagging already. So all in all, you can see the industrial, it is still doing pretty well. Certain financial is still okay. It's now it's like moving towards the improving quadrant over there. Okay. All right. So this is just to let you have a see what is actually moving, have a feel of the market. Okay. And just head back to the S&P 500. This is not S&P. This is the Everstock. Later I'll go through some of the stocks that I mentioned previously. So if we go back to the S&P 500, okay, can you see that on Friday itself, the indices, right, the index, right, S&P cash index was a down day. It dropped about minus 0.65%. As I mentioned, right, the zero gamma, okay, it is at about 5,100 level. The resistance level, okay, it is at about 5,002. Okay, the CPR pivot point, it is at about 5020. This is the cash index. So as I mentioned, previously, price actually went below the 5,001. Immediately the next day, price reversed back to 5,001 again. So this is, I think that's a key support area. So if price really do break below 5,001, okay, do expect volatility, okay, but it is just one day break. So immediately the market go higher. So it is not surprisingly because, we are leading towards the OPEX, okay. So as I mentioned, OPEX, okay, I don't know whether this week price will go down or not, but we try to stay within the trend, especially this is an OPEX week, okay. If I wanted to be bearish, then most likely next week will be a better week to be bearish. And this week still bullish, at least for me, okay. And then for the Nasdaq, all right, so it actually dropped minus 1.53%. This is because, a lot of these Magnificent Seven, NVIDIA, it also dropped quite a bit. So for NVIDIA, it dropped 5.55%. Okay, Microsoft, okay, 0.71. Google has been dropping. Google, okay, coming down. Okay, Meta also dropped about 1.22%. So all these big companies, it is actually dropping. So that's the reason why Nasdaq it is dropping as well. But okay, it could do like I think last week or so where the market just dropped one day and then reverse back up again. So we won't know. So we'll see how it goes. But I repeat, my bias tends to gravitate more towards the bullish side, at least for this week over here. Okay, and for the past 1 week, 2 weeks or so, last week was actually not too bad, pretty well. Okay, so I mentioned a few stocks over there. So I mentioned about the Eversource Energy, right? So I exited with profit. Can you see that, when I first mentioned, it was somewhere around here when there's a wash and rinse pattern, consolidated for a while, go higher. So already exited. So this is a good profit for Eversource Energy. This is under the utilities. So even if you did not enter into Eversource previously, I mentioned about this BKH, right? This is the Black Hills Corporation. It is also utilities. It also did well. Okay, can you see that, also mentioned somewhere around here. Okay, price ping pong, it can go higher. Okay, so if you have profit, remember to take your profit, or at least throw your profit, or take partial profit, whatever your preference is. Okay, and I also mentioned about the oil, right? So for the oil, I also I don't feel really good about the oil, so I have actually exited oil as well. So previously, price, as I mentioned, right, the at the start of March, okay, early March, it tends to be some weakness in crude oil. Okay, all right. So we can see that after that price, oil go higher, then come back down, and then go back higher again. Okay, so I actually take profit over here on a Wednesday. Okay, on a Wednesday. So now after that price, actually go down lower lah. Okay, so yeah, because it is already the early price, give me a chance to go higher a little bit. So I decided to just exit, which I actually use the USO, okay, as a proxy to enter the oil. Okay, so I entered on this day over there. Okay, I exited, so price of that continue to go down lower. So I'm not holding on to any USO right now. But if you look at the price action of oil, okay, if you add in the yearly pivot, it is actually in a uptrend. Okay, all right, so in uptrend. So I won't be shorting now. Okay, so let's stay with the trend. So if it come down, let it be. Okay, tends to be some weakness in the early March onwards. So we have to see whether this support area at the pivot point CPR will hold for the oil. All right, and then last week, okay, I also mentioned about this stock called the PGR, Progressive Corporation. Okay, it went up really, really well. Okay, already I entered this. I've also exited. So this was the wash line that I mentioned. Okay, price need to clear above 188.80. Okay, all right, so price hit the CPR support area, okay, coupled with the seasonal trend, and price actually went up a lot higher. So I already exited PGR as well, okay. The MCD I didn't enter, but price action also okay only, okay, kind of a consolidating, okay. All right, so after that, it went above the watch line and then consolidated above the watch line. So nothing much on NCD, but I did not enter as well. So only like oil exited, PGI exited, and also the utilities, the ES, Eversource, I've also exited. So it was overall a good week last week, okay. All right, I didn't look into the bearish stock because my in the end, I stick with the bullish bias because towards the OPEX, okay. So for this coming week, right? So for this coming week, so this is the data that we have. So this is for the ETF for March bullish. So we are approaching March already. So okay, I'm in the midst of preparing the second quarter data. Okay. Again, second quarter, whether there will be correction, we wouldn't know. Okay, but I think that it will be a crucial month. Okay, whether April or May will whether it's a correction phase or not. Okay, I think this data will help you. Okay, to have a focus list. Okay. All right. So I'm in the midst of preparing. So for the ETF for March for this coming week, it is actually from the 10th to 17th of April. I've already pre-filtered already. You can see that a lot of them are, the indexes are like Mid-Cap 400 lah, Russell 1000 all these, a lot of these Russell 3000 lah, all these Russell 1000, large cap lah. But you need to understand that it is more towards the second half of March to April. So by right, technically, okay, this month, mid-March, should not be so bullish seasonally, okay? But as you know, this year, the month, not April, as in February and March has been bullish. So that and plus the OPEX, okay, let's focus on the bullish, okay, until next week. So yeah, you can go through the ETF itself, but I'm more focusing on the stock itself for this coming week, for this week. Okay, so there's quite a few. There are a few that I have go through. Okay, I actually went through some of them, and then actually there are a few. Let me go through a few. So the one that I am looking out for is actually CSX. CSX is this, okay? This is an industrial stock. As I mentioned, industrial is still doing pretty well. Based on the seasonal data, 12 March to 29 April, okay, for the past 20 years, okay, 90% of time, okay, it went higher. This is CSX. If you look at CSX over here, okay, CSX, okay, so CSX, you actually can head over here. You can see that this is under industrial, transportation, and railroad over there. So if you go to TradingView, you can also go over to the data over here, the symbol, okay, and click on this menu bar, okay, and also the security info. You can see that it is under transportation, industrial, okay. All right, if you want to know about the financial, you can know that it is about 74 billion. This is actually quite big. This is a big cap company, CSX, okay. All right, so you can see over here, it is in a very nice trend, okay. It is somewhere near the all-time high for CSX, okay, somewhere near the all-time high, okay. So it is relatively a strong stock as well. Can you see that prior to that, okay, after price has broken above the cloud, okay, CPR, and right now we are at the CPR again. So you can see that there is a wash and rinse pattern. Okay, you can see that this bar over there, okay, where price closed below the prior day low. So the low here, it is actually 38.04. 38.04. Okay, and on Friday there's a wash and rinse trigger. Okay, price closed above 38.04. So let's see whether this coming week CSX can continue to go higher. So yeah, this is what I'm watching for, CSX. Okay, and the other one that I'm looking at, it is actually ALL. This is the Allstate. This is under financial insurance. Okay, it is also pretty strong. Okay, it is also pretty strong. It is weaker. Price is below the CPR, but judging with the seasonal, okay, I think it looks pretty good as well. You can see over here, okay, even though it is below the CPR right now, but I'm still quite keen. It has a really good pullback over there. So let's add in the pivot point over there. So can you see that price actually supported at the Camarilla level support area as this red line over there, and you can see that price actually washed out quite a few stop. This was the prior day low. Price hit the stop loss over here and then hit the stop over here. Okay, these three lows over here get stopped out, I think, for the retail traders. So, but overall it was a good pullback. Okay, and then it doesn't have a wash and rinse pattern yet. So this is skipping under the watch list. You can see that the wash line, it is actually over here, this bar over here. So the price where price closed below the prior day low. So the prior day low over here, it is 157.39. 157.39. Okay, so you can see that price got resisted at the wash line here, ping pong for a while. So let's see whether for this coming week, okay, price can eventually close above the eventually above the wash line at 157.39 and see whether price can continue to go higher. But do take note that the CPR, it is at about 159.41. So let's say if price go higher, okay, do expect that there could be some potential resistance area over there. Okay, but all in all, I'm still quite keen on this ALL. So let's keep it in the watch list. Okay, another one, it is CSGP. CSGP is CoStar Group. CoStar Group. Okay, so this is under the technology. Okay, so once again, price is actually it can be on. If you zoom out, the price action, okay, a bit choppy, but okay, you can see that there is like a cup and handle. I don't usually look into patterns lah, but this is something that is like that, okay, and then like that, starting to break higher and retest the low over there. Okay, so this is a wash. This is a bullish cup and handle, see that kind. Okay, then there's a handle over there. Okay, break above and then pull back. Okay, and also we can see that it is actually above the cloud and CPR. So at near the CPR, if we add in the yearly pivot, okay, we are also above the yearly pivot. So all in all, it is actually still bullish. So no wash and rinse pattern yet, but potential. So you can see that there is also a pullback over there at the CPR area, and the wash line is over here where price closed lower than the prior day low. So the prior day low, it is 86.65. 86.65. Okay, so you can see that on Friday, price got resisted at the wash line. So let's see whether this coming week, okay, price can actually go higher above the wash line and close above 86.65. Okay, and last but not least, another one in my watch list is this thing called the AAON. This is Aeon. Aeon, this is under the industrial, also industrial. So industrial, can see that Aeon, it is industrial, and it is mid cap. So it's about 6.67 billion. Okay, the market cap. Okay, this is Aeon. Okay, and then it is also at all-time high. Okay, it's all-time high. Yeah, at all-time, near the all-time high over there. Okay, and then you can see that price actually very strong. Okay, at the CPR, and now we are back at the CPR again at the pivot point. So you can see that the wash line, okay, it is here on this bar where price closed lower than the prior day low. So the low is 82.16. 82.16 over here. Okay, this is the wash line. Can you see that price still cannot go above the wash line? Even on Friday, price do try but close below. So for this coming week, I'm going to see whether price can close above 82.16 above the wash line. So these are in my watch list. So ALL, CSGP, AAON, and CSX. Okay, so these 4 stocks are in my watch list. Okay, So yeah, and ending, there's more updates I will publish into the members area. So let's see how this will pan out. And remember, okay, to also go through, okay, and attend my public YouTube and Facebook live as well for tonight. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys again. Bye bye.